Hey, what's up, YouTube world? It's your girl here, the Venusian Bull, and I'm back again for another weekly forecast video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the week beginning January 19th and ending January 25th. All right, so I hope that you've been enjoying me doing the weekly forecasts, and I will continue doing the monthly forecasts as well. I actually really enjoy doing these forecast videos, so I'm gonna definitely keep them coming. All right, so this is gonna be kind of a mild week in terms of major transits and kind of big things pop in, and I think we kind of need that because we had the lunar eclipse in Cancer last week, as well as the Saturn Pluto conjunction, which is still taking effect, which was, I mean, you can just look at the government and see how that's really playing out, the democratic debates and everything. People are just trying to get power any kind of way that they can. So that was a very eventful week last week. This week is going to be a lot more mild, maybe a little bit boring, but one of the major things that is happening this week is that the sun is moving into Aquarius this week. So I didn't get a chance to do this with Capricorn because I didn't start the videos when the sun was first moving into Capricorn, but I'm going to start doing this here on out. But since the sun is now moving into Capricorn, I want to wish, since the sun is now moving into Aquarius, I want to wish all of the Aquarians, all of the aliens, a very happy birthday. All right. So the sun is going to be moving into Aquarius, which is going to be kind of a nice breakaway from this Capricorn energy. Aquarius is the sign of kind of camaraderie and friendship and a coming together of sorts. Now, it's still the rebellion. It still doesn't like rules and structure, which is going to be a big breakaway from the Capricorn energy, because Capricorn energy is all about rules and structure and discipline, and Aquarius is about breaking down the structure. Aquarius is about going against structure and discipline and against the status quo and kind of creating a revolution, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting to see how this Aquarius season does pan out. This is a very intellectual sign. This is a very cerebral sign. So we're going to be doing a lot more, you know, thinking with the head and not the heart type of situations, but they're going to come head to head in some aspects I'm going to talk about later. Okay. All right, so the next transit we're going to have is Venus trine North Node. And this is a very beautiful transit, especially with these points both being in water signs. So we have Venus in Pisces, and then we have the North Node in Cancer at the 8th degree. And this is really going to, enable people to be able to embark on the things that will assist with accomplishing their dream and doing what you enjoy. Venus deals with what you enjoy, what gives you pleasure, and things like that. And that can be honed into, working towards your purpose in this lifetime, which is what the North Node represents. And because, Venus is in Pisces, this is a very artistic placement. So this is great for the artists, great for the musicians, the dancers, the actors, even like visual artists or people who do makeup and hair, the beauty industry. This is really great for you guys. And this is also really great for the healers and the people that are in the metaphysical community, to really kind of catapult their artistic dreams into their purpose and into the future. So this is a really good transit for that. The next one I'm going to discuss is Mercury quincunx the North Node. Okay, so you got Mercury in Aquarius at the 8th degree, and then, as I mentioned, the North Node in Cancer at the 8th degree. So this is a bit of a conflict. This is some frustration going on, and a lot of this has to do with what I was kind of talking about before, the head and the heart, because the North Node is in Cancer, and Cancer is all about the heart. Cancer is all about being in touch with your emotions and trying to find a pathway to your purpose, in a feeling, an intuitive kind of way. And Mercury is very cerebral, it's very logical, it's less about the emotion. So there may be a little bit of a push pull here when it comes to deciding on major things that are going on in your life, especially as it pertains to the media and all communications, and what you need to do. Do you need to go with your head, or do you need to go with your heart? You know what I mean? You got to think long term, and sometimes it's going to be one or the other, but you kind of have to make this decision. But it's going to be frustrating trying to figure out what is more important in order for you to get to the next level. So definitely thinking about that. But I will say, since Mercury is in Aquarius, you kind of have to take advantage of that energy and utilize that cerebral part. The time will come where it will be more heart and less head. And I don't think that this is the time. That's just my personal opinion. All right. Moving along to the Sun sextile Chiron. So, oh, I forgot to mention the days. So the Sun enters Aquarius on January 20th. Venus trines North Node the same day. And then Mercury quincunx North Node on the 21st. So then the Sun sextiles Chiron on the 22nd. So the Sun is at the 2nd degree, and then Chiron is in Aries at the 2nd degree. So this could be very positive, and I would say productive energy when it comes to healing and emotional wounds. And it's really good that the Sun is in an air sign, because it makes it more it makes it easier to communicate these feelings. And even though it is an Aquarius, and Aquarius isn't about feeling and stuff, this is about healing wounds, because we're talking about Chiron, the wounded healer. And this could be physical wounds as well as emotional wounds. So definitely keep that in mind. This is a more talking about the process of healing, possibly, maybe, than actually healing itself, because remember, we're dealing with Aquarius here. That's not always about the feels, but it will lend the opportunity for you to kind of communicate these thoughts kind of like on a grand scale. So maybe you're in like a Facebook group, or some type of group setting where it's like a safe space. That's a very safe space type of aspect. That term is going around a lot these days, having a safe space to discuss your issues with like-minded people. Very Sun in Aquarius, and very Sun sextile Chiron. All right, so moving along to January 23rd, the Sun is going to be square with Uranus at the 2nd degree. So I mentioned this in my last video, because I think I was talking about Mercury squaring Uranus. So Uranus actually rules Aquarius, but it's going to be squaring, but the Sun in Aquarius is going to be squaring Uranus in this instance, because Uranus is in Taurus, which is an earth sign. So this is going to be a difficult dynamic and energy, especially for the ego and for your personality, and for you to be able to shine, because the Sun is all about shining. And when you have a square getting in the way, it stifles that ability to shine and stand out and kind of have that prideful moment. And it's squaring Uranus. So there's going to be some issues with freedom. There's going to be some issues when it comes to rebellion, and maybe some people trying to have control over your freedom. And Aquarians, they don't like that at all. Aquarians love their freedom. So this may be particularly difficult for people who have strong Aquarius energy in their chart. So definitely keep that in mind. Definitely try to maintain your voice and maintain your stance on whatever issues that you have, because there's going to be things that are maybe communicated to you, because we're talking about Aquarius and we're talking about the internet, things that may be communicated to you that may like jeopardize your freedom, or may put you in a position where you may want to rebel, or something along those lines. And again, a lot of this may be done in groups or group setting, or organizations, because that's Aquarian, that's Uranus energy and things like that. So this is I always look at squares as being a fight. This is a fight between the energies, so may the best one win. All right. So the next aspect that we have is also happening on the 23rd, and this is Jupiter, and it's going to be sextiling Venus. So this is going to be a very nice placement, a very nice transit rather. With Jupiter in Capricorn, it's really going to bring some reality and some groundedness to this Venus in Pisces that's kind of all off in La La Land. I mean, it's a very beautiful placement, but sometimes it's difficult to actually, get things done. So, Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. And, I always mention this, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So this is a really great opportunity for the artists, for the healers, for the people who enjoy doing things in a Piscean type of way, to be able to, profit off of it and make money. Because you have to remember that Venus does represent money and Jupiter does represent luck and expansion. And Jupiter just so happens to be in Capricorn. So take that opportunity to cash in on your talents and what you love to do and what you enjoy doing. The great time for people who are artists and musicians and healers to be able to cash in, ka-ching, ka-ching. You got that Jupiter in Capricorn, use that to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Venus and Pisces. So it's going to be the flow of it is going to be a lot easier to just kind of release your talents and things like that, because Pisces energy doesn't have to work hard at their talents and their crafts. They're just good at it. They're just good singers. They're just good dancers. They're just good actors. Like, they don't have to try. That's the amazing thing about Pisces. And that's why Pisces is energy is so artistic. You know what I'm saying? So combining that with the grounded and the discipline of Capricorn and Jupiter in Capricorn, if you've already been working and you've already been preparing, that Jupiter sextile Venus aspect will reward you, or can reward you, I should say. All right, and then we have Mercury sextile. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, this is the last major aspect of the week. So I told you it was a pretty mild week. So we have Mercury sextile Mars, another great aspect for getting things done, especially when you're talking about in the internet field and social media field. This would be, and then you have Mars in Sagittarius. So this is definitely some go-getter energy. This is get or done energy. So if you're, especially when it comes to any type of internet businesses or YouTube and things like that, just promoting yourself, marketing and things like that. All of this can be done online, as we well know. So this is kind of putting some like extra pep in your step, and you have the energy of the air and the fire to combine that communication aspect and kind of dealing with others with that drive and that searching, with the fire energy. So this is going to be a really good time to market yourself and to put yourself out there online and to make yourself visible in the online community. So definitely take that into consideration. If this is not something that you do, you're not like, you just maybe just work a 9 to 5 and that's all that you do. This is just a really good time to like communicate information to people, on the internet. Everybody's on the internet, whether you have an internet business or not. So this is a good time to, communicate something. Maybe you're starting something new, or you just want to voice your opinion about something. Maybe that's politics, just as an example. Maybe it's something that has to do with pop culture. You never know. So just something along those lines, and you feel that confidence to be able to voice your opinion, because we have that Mars in Sagittarius, and it's sextile in that Mercury in Aquarius. So you have the confidence, and you're steadfast in your opinion about whatever it is that you want to say, because Aquarians are very, very opinionated, okay? And they're very fixed and stubborn in their opinions, okay? So you definitely, with the start of it being Aquarius season, things may be a lot more analytical, a lot more mathematics, a lot more scientific, very abstract thinking, very out of the box type of thinking. You may feel a little bit smarter, a little bit more intelligent, because particularly Mercury is also there in Aquarius. So this is going to be, they say Aquarius is the sign of the genius. So I'm gonna just put that out there. This is the sign, this is the energy of where you could maybe get some things accomplished that you never thought you could because you didn't think that you were this mathematician, or maybe you just meet people, networking. Aquarius has to do with networking. You meet people that are really good in these types of fields, internet marketing, science, math, accounting, things of that nature, and you're able to kind of capitalize on that. That could be the Mars sextile Mercury as well. All right, so I'm going to touch a little bit on the moon cycles as it's happening. So the beginning of the week, we're starting the moon being in Scorpio. So this is a very, intense energy, very passionate, can also be kind of, manipulative and controlling. But on a positive side, this is a very passionate energy, and it's a very intense energy, a great time for intimacy. It's also a really great time for like research and investigation and kind of digging into things and seeing what's beneath the surface. All right, so on the 20th, the moon goes into Sagittarius. Okay, so this is going to be very fun, especially with the moon coming in contact with Mars. So this is your instincts and your emotions meeting action. You know what I'm saying? So this could make people a little bit more high strung, a little bit extra, because Sagittarius is already extra. Mars in Sagittarius is hella extra. Oh my gosh, you add in the moon there, we're getting extra, read all about it, but from a very philosophical level, because Sagittarius, they think they have this God complex. It's okay. We're working through it, Sagittarius. But with the moon there, it's going to kind of add this extra emotional aspect to this, fire energy. It's going to be really interesting, but don't be surprised if you see that people are a little bit more high strung. It's because moon is conjunct Mars in Sagittarius. So it's fine. It only lasts a couple of days, but it's really good to kind of, it'll be good energy to kind of just act on something. You know what I'm saying? Like your instincts are matching your actions. So people who kind of just like sit on the sidelines and, they think about doing stuff and they don't do, you got the moon right there interacting with Mars. And it's like, my heart and my body is telling me to go. So I need to go and I need to do it. So this will be good energy for taking action as well. But yeah, people gonna be all over the place, and they're gonna be loud, and they're gonna be, blunt with their, opinions about you and all of that. Sagittarius holds nobody's tongue, okay? So let's get that straight. So that moon is gonna be in Sag until the 21st, and then on the 22nd, the moon is going back in Capricorn. So a little bit of a continuation of this Capricorn energy. So we still have, even though the Saturn Pluto conjunction is over, I mean, there's still pretty conjunct there. So then you got the moon creeping up on Jupiter and stuff like that. This is the time to get serious again. So you had your fun with the moon in Sagittarius and you went out and you partied maybe. So now it's time to get back to business. It's time to, get that discipline back together and things like that. It's time to, whatever you were trying to do in terms of your business or your career, get that back on track, because moon is about to approach Jupiter. So you want to be prepared for whatever type of luck and things like that are going to be coming to you. You acted when moon was conjunct Mars in some type of way, and now we need to get all of the details together, right? So we need to be prepared. Okay, so the moon is going to be in Capricorn until, is the moon going to come in contact? It looks like I will have to do it hourly, but the moon is going to definitely come in contact with Pluto and Saturn. Yeah, the moon is definitely coming in contact with Pluto and Saturn on the top. Okay, so the moon is going to be conjunct Pluto. So that's very intense energy. This is such water energy because, the moon rules Cancer and Pluto rules Scorpio, but they're in Capricorn, which is a very kind of unemotional reasoning type of sign. But this is going to be very perceptive energy. So this is going to be like, you may have some intuition and some kind of the psychic energy is going to be coming out, but specifically as it pertains to business and career. So you may be feeling this, you know, power grabbing or manipulative type of energy coming from people that you work with, or maybe in your career field, and you're already sensing that possibly before you meet them. Maybe this was a part of your opportunity, maybe you're not feeling it so much, maybe you are, but you have the power because, you know, well, this isn't in your personal natal chart, maybe you do have it, but moon is conjunct Pluto, so this is a power grab. Somebody is going to have control over your emotions, or you're going to have control of someone else's emotions, or you're going to have control of your own emotions. Okay. So this is about controlling the emotions and controlling your, your center and your space so no one else can come in and kind of make that area toxic. So it's going to be a very interesting conjunction, and especially with it being conjunct Saturn and stuff like that. So it may stifle your emotions. This may, you know, this is not like, if something really upsets you, this is probably not the time where you may cry. You may want to cry, but you're like holding back tears and things like that. You're holding it in because, you know, a Capricorn is a G, you know what I'm saying? And they rarely shed thug tears, but you're like, you might be trying to get it out. You might be trying to get it out. But it just may be something very traumatic that's going on where you need to take hold of your control of your emotions and control of your soul, you know. Might be some people that's trying to sell your soul and you don't even know it. So yeah, so by the 24th, the moon is going to be in Aquarius. I'm trying to see, is it going to be a new moon? Let's see. Oh, you know what? It's going to be a new moon on the 24th. So I forgot to talk about this. So let me see when this is going to be happening. The exact time. Okay, so we're looking at about 5 p.m. Eastern time on the 24th. So there's going to be a new moon in Aquarius. So that means the sun and the moon are both in Aquarius. So this is great energy for manifestation and new ideas, particularly as it pertains to technology and electronics and the internet and any type of mobilization of group efforts or humanitarian work, and, you know, starting a revolution or just creating a group of like-minded people. This is a great time to kind of start, you know, those types of projects. This is a great time to kind of start marketing yourself or advertising yourself online, and things of that nature. But always remember that a new moon, that's the best time for any type of manifestation. So, you know, you say your affirmations, you light your candle, you say what it is that you want to manifest, and the new moon is the most opportune time to do those types of things. And the full moon is like a culmination, it's something that's ending, but the new moon is, you know, that's the new beginning. So, and the fact that it's in Aquarius, we're really thinking far ahead, because Aquarius is all about the future. Okay, so we're thinking about the long term, and we're thinking about it in a technological sense. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that this is very technical, this is very mathematical, this is very scientific, this is not emotional that we're thinking about this. This is in a logical kind of way. You know what I'm saying? A plus B equals C. You know what I mean? So, or A plus B equals AB. And we're going to do it like that too. So, man, I forgot that there was going to be a new moon, but I'm glad that I caught it at the very end. So that is pretty much it for the week of January 19th. I hope that you did enjoy this weekly forecast video, and be sure to stick with me and my other videos. I'm still uploading the planets in the houses. They're being uploaded gradually. I'm on the 3rd house as of now. And next week will be the last week of January, so we will discuss that, and there should be a monthly forecast video for February by the end of next week as well. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, share, tell a friend. Let me know how your week is going. Let me know how your month is going. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. Okay, thanks. Bye.